At the top of your unit 0.3 simplifying radicals notes, there are 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? And you're going to fill in the first 10 perfect squares. So remember, perfect squares in the same number multiplied by itself. So like 1 times 1 or 1 squared, 2 squared, 3 squared, 4 squared, all the way up to 10. So 1 squared is 1. 2 squared is 4. 3 squared is 9. 4 squared is 16. 5 squared 25. 6 squared 36. 7 squared 49. 8 squared 64. 9 squared 81. And 10 squared is all the way up to 100. And we're going to use those to help us simplify these radicals in our notes. If we take a look at 2, okay, we were given the square root of 44. And sometimes numbers are going to be perfect squares, sometimes they're not. If you notice, 144 is not on our list, but our list only stops at 100. So what I like to do is I always just double check. I plug it in my calculator. I do the square root of 144. If it gives me a whole number, then that's my answer. You're done. If it gives you a long, ugly decimal, then that means we need to simplify it. Unfortunately, when you do the square root of 144, it gives you 12. And then you're done. That easy. Okay. If we look at number 3, we might not be so lucky. Okay. For number 3, we have the square root of 27. Okay. Plug square root of 27 in your calculator, it gives you a really long, ugly decimal. That means it's not a perfect square. That means you have to simplify it. Okay. It's what we call an irrational number. You're going to take the perfect square that goes into it, and then the number you multiply that perfect square by to get 27. We're going to give them their own homes. Okay, so you first need to figure out what perfect square can divide into 27. To do that, I like to look at my list and find the largest perfect square just under 27, and that's 25. 25 divided into 27, the answer is no. So we move on to the next one. Can 16 divide into 27? Nope. Can 9 divide into 27? And the answer is yes. 9 times 3 gives us 27. So then, take the square root of the perfect square. The square root of 9 is 3. And then we can't take the square root of 3, so that just drops down. And then there's your final answer. If we take a look at let's do number 5. Number 5 from your notes. With number 5, we were given radical 243. Really big number. We take the square root of it. Again, it gives you a long, ugly decimal. So start with the largest perfect square, just under 243, and that is 100. Can 100 divide into 243? Answer is no. Gives you decimal. Can 81 divide into 243? Yeah, 81 can. 81 can go into 243 3 times. Okay. Take the square root of 81. Gives you 9. Okay. Take the square root of 3, you can't, so it drops down. A lot of you are probably really tempted to be like, well, the square root of 9 is 3, and right, answer is 3 radical 3. That is not correct. Do not do that, okay? 9 is a perfect square, okay? 9 is a perfect square, but it's not underneath a radical, so you stop. Can't simplify it any further. There's your final answer.